The duality of chud. So, I recently fell in love with a new Chud Jack gif I had been seeing. The gif is the I don't hear no bell, and it's the boxer Chud Jack with like the bloody nose. And many of you have probably seen it before. I've also seen it before, but until very recently, I heavily disliked it. Because I thought it went against the nothing ever happens motto of Chuds. But I've changed my mind on the gif, and it has quickly become one of my favorites, and has almost wholly inspired this video. Chud is a man who sits in his room all day, and he doom scrolls TikTok while thinking of Stacy. They see a big news headline like the Hantavirus, and they say nothing ever happens. That's what they say. That's what we as Chuds say. We see big titles and big headlines, and we say nothing ever happens. Nothing ever comes of anything. And they're right. Not one thing they see on like global headlines actually ends up affecting their life. The coronavirus happened. That's the biggest thing in my lifetime to happen. For sure, the biggest thing. You want to know what happened? After like 1 year, everything went back to normal. Almost nothing changed. Nothing ever happens. And so I personally, I took this motto at face value, right? Nothing ever happens. We will never get Stacy. We will never ascend. We will stay manless forever, bro. It's over for us as Chuds. And yet I kept seeing this gif saying that we don't hear no bell, which clearly means that Chuds never give up. But if nothing ever happens, then why are we still trying? What is the point of never giving up if there's nothing to fight for? If nothing can be done, then I must have heard the bell when I was born. But Chuds reject this idea. They go directly against nothing ever happens, and preach to never give up. Chuds believe they can do nothing, and yet they refuse to lose hope that everything is meaningless. Chuds fight against the nihilistic ideology of nothing ever happens. And if I'm being honest, I still don't truly get it. I don't understand how being a Chud works 100% to this day. I've been a Chud, obviously, like, my whole life, for many years. For most of it, I was kind of nihilistic. But that's not how Chuds are. Chuds are not nihilistic zombies that do nothing because nothing can be done. No. Instead of Chuds doing nothing because nothing can be done, we fight back. Chuds rise up against their oppressors and fight for what they believe is right, even if in the end it yields no reward. The best analogy I can personally think of for this is from Dark Souls. So if you play Dark Souls 1, you'll probably get this. Or any of the Dark Souls, you'll get this. Being a Chud is like being an undead in Dark Souls 1, We have an impossible task that in front of us. It's physically like, you look at it and you're like, that cannot be done. It's not accomplishable. Yet, we still try. Because to give up is to fail. After 50 attempts at a boss in Dark Souls, you don't say, guess it's over, nothing ever happens. No, you keep trying. Because to stop trying is when you truly fail. When you give up, that's when you truly lose, and you become hollow. So even though Chud realizes the insurmountable challenge he has been faced with, he tries anyways. Because to not try is to become hollow and die. That is why Chuds don't hear a bell. Because to hear the bell is to spiritually die. And I think this duality also heavily sinks into the political aspects of being a Chud. A Chud is inherently far-right. It's literally where the term comes from. It's far-right meme. It's the far-right people are Chuds. For example, Nick Fuentes from America First, he's a Chud. Nick and so many other Chuds know so much about history and politics, and they know everything about it. It's so impressive how much they know. Yet, most of them believe nothing can be done. Nick believes that we cannot vote our way completely out of this. But he does not call for violence. Nick believes that some things we just have to accept, that there are just some things we will have to accept. Others believe in revolution. I am not here to say which is right. I am here to say that understanding history and politics would be an absolute waste of time if nothing ever happened. If nothing ever happened, then your votes and ideas wouldn't matter. But the chud does not back down. He masters the political world so that he can make a difference and make things better. And when chud is told it's useless and that he will never be able to accomplish anything, he says, "I don't hear no bell." But the reason chud does not hear no bell is not because he knows he will succeed, but because if he does not try, who will? Who will fill his shoes? Sure, maybe someone down the line will pick up where chud left off. Maybe farther down the line, somebody will fill his shoes. But that is not certain. Chud does not know that reality. Chud does not know what lies ahead. But what is certain is that chud currently, in this very moment, has the opportunity to try and make things right. Chud has the chance to fill his own shoes and manifest his own destiny. That is the duality of chud. The idea that nothing ever happens, and yet I physically will never allow myself to give up. I must try. Nothing ever happens might be true, but I'll be damned if I don't test it to its full potential. I will be damned if I do not try my hardest to make something happen. That is the duality of chud. And that's all for today's video. I want to give some respect to the Great Dane. He inspired some of this video, a good majority of it. There's also a clip I saw. It's of a Vietnam soldier. He has, it's from a movie. His helmet says, "Born to Kill," and he's wearing a peace flag, a peace symbol, like, pin on his shirt. And he says, it's to represent the duality of man. And so that's where I got the title from. And I'll put a clip of that in right now, so you can see that.
A peace symbol, sir.
Where'd you get it?
I don't remember, sir.
What is that you've got written on your helmet?
Born to kill, sir.
You write "Born to Kill" on your helmet, and you wear a peace button. What's that supposed to be, some kind of sick joke?
No, sir.
What is it supposed to mean?
I don't know, sir.
You don't know very much, do you?
No, sir.
You better get your head and your ass wired together, or I will take a giant shit on you.
Yes, sir.
Now answer my question, or you'll be standing tall before the man.
I think I was trying to suggest something about the duality of man, sir.
The what?
The duality of man, the Jungian thing, sir.
But, yeah, that's all for today's video. I don't know, I have no outro. See you later.